The Eurovision Song Contest, don't look at me, returns to our TV screens tonight. And after 15 years without a win, the UK is pinning its hopes on veteran crooner Engelbert Humperdinck.
The Hump is the first of 26 acts who'll perform at the competition in Azerbaijan tonight. In a moment, we'll be discussing the chances with the former Eurovision contest winner, Sonia. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Liam's here as well, expert in all things Eurovision. Let's have a look at the entry now. Love Will Set You Free.
As you kiss him in the moonlight, with heavy words I say, if you love someone, follow your heart, 'cause love comes once if you're lucky enough. Though I'll miss you forever, the hurt will run deep. Only love can set you free. Trust in your dreams, run with no fear. And if you should stumble, remember I'm near.
That's Engelbert doing his thing, and Sonia, Liam here now. I think I just said you won. Eurovision Song Contest.
News.
It's a while ago. Should we just change history? You came second.
I came second, yeah,
Yes.
by one vote. Honestly,
By
came
one
right
vote.
at the end, and I honestly thought we had it in the bag because it was so close, you know. I really thought we'd won.
Remind us of the date.
It was 1993.
That must have been as close as we've been for many years.
It
now,
really
wasn't
was, and it was a real cliffhanger as well because all the way I was leading all the way, and honestly, I was convinced we had it in the bag.
Let's step back in time to the day you very nearly won.
Yes.
The Eurovision Song Contest. Well, the good news is that was you, Sonia. It wasn't the Eurovision Song Contest.
No, that was an appearance on Top of the Pops.
Yes. So, Liam, let's start talking about tonight.
Yes.
Are you, Engelbert, what do you think? What's your guess as to how it's going to go? Because it could go either way, could it not?
I think it's going to go one way for Engelbert tonight, and I don't think he's going to be in the top 10 tonight.
Oh.
He's drawn at number 1. It's a slow song. The first up-tempo song isn't until number 6. And he's basically got to go out and impress the televoters tonight. The thing about winning this competition, we can't get hung up on winning this competition. There's 42 entries. So really, you know, a country should win this twice a century. And, you know, we have got in the United Kingdom a phenomenal historical record. And so let's not get hung up about winning. If Engelbert goes out there tonight, delivers a fantastic performance and acquires a lot of new fans, and the UK don't disgrace themselves, then that is a winning performance.
We have tried lots of different, you know, in the last few years, lots of different formats, lots of ways of choosing our entry, and never seeming to make any progress.
Well, you've got to understand, the Eurovision Song Contest is like a musical game of poker. You know, you go in with your two cards, your artist and your song, and then there is this flop thing where there's the draw, there's the production of your own song, and then there's all the other stuff that is going on around you, what other people are singing, and you've no control over that. So you might go in with what you think is a pair of aces, but if everything else doesn't go for you, then that can render you, it can be meaningless, absolutely meaningless. So it's, you know, everyone's only got a kind of 2 to 3% chance of winning this. You're almost definitely not going to win Eurovision, so you shouldn't go into it with that mindset, whoever you are.
Sonia, if you were in this year's competition, would your heart be sinking at the sight of those Russian grannies about which there is so much discussion?
Well, I think, I mean, it's a gimmick, isn't it? You know, and there's going to be a lot of people out there who will vote for them purely because, you know, oh, look at them, the little grannies and stuff. And but I mean, it is a lottery at the end of the day. You just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, take last year with Blue. I mean, they were fantastic, and they're young, they looked the part, they sang great. But they didn't do it, you know, you just don't know. It's a lottery at the end of the day.
And tell us what it's like being there, because it must be an extraordinary place to sort of work with all those different nationalities and all that sort of live chaos of TV going on.
Well, it was amazing, and the excitement and the hysteria in the, you know, the place where you were, it was just absolutely phenomenal, knowing that all these millions of people are going to watch you. But there's also that element of, oh, no, I want to do it, you know, and it really is a fantastic moment when you're on the stage.
Because you were doing very well and then, you know, didn't quite make it, but it's a curious competition because the scoring comes out as you're going along. You know quite early on whether you're doing terribly badly, don't you? I mean, you have to sort of sit there knowing that it's all...
Well, hope springs eternal, doesn't it? And, you know, an artist can sit in the green room and watch and think, well, I may not have got any points from the first 5 juries, but that doesn't mean anything. It could all turn around. What they've introduced, actually, is an algorithm. So they are now calling up the countries in a particular order, as worked out by a computer, to keep the voting as exciting as possible. So we hopefully will avoid in future one of those nights where countries run away with it halfway through the voting. Obviously that could still happen, but the algorithm is based on last night's votes, the jury votes, which happened in the second dress rehearsal. So 50% of the votes are already cast in this, and they'll work out the algorithm based on those statistics, and that way hopefully it will be much more exciting on the scoreboard as we run in, and we won't be clear on who's won until pretty much the 42nd country has
Sonia,
voted.
are you completely clear on how that scoring's working?
Tell you what, he's unbelievable.
Please tell me you're not, because I don't understand.
Oh really? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your explanation.
I'm supposed to explain it to you clearly.
Let's not do it again, though.
Hopefully the viewers have understood.
Oh, well, it'll all make sense on the night, and if it doesn't, that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, hopefully everyone will be blind drunk. They won't know what's going on by 11 o'clock.
I'm sorry we didn't get to see your performance, but thank you, Sonia.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks so much. The Eurovision Song Contest, if you're watching, is on BBC One from 8 o'clock tonight. BBC One.
Let's see, time now is 9:48. You are watching Breakfast on BBC News. The main